Part of the folklore of vampires is that they can only go into our homes if they are invited first. I always like this idea that even though vampires are so powerful, they still have to be invited in. I think this is a great analogy for negativity. I've talked about negativity a lot in my videos. This is a common theme. But I wanted to make a video where just putting them all together and just see, what is it about negativity that's so alluring that we open our homes to it? So, what are the strong points of negativity? Well, first, negativity is very powerful. Now, I can try to make someone love me in one sentence, or try to help a friendship in one sentence. And it can be done, maybe, but very difficult. But, boy, I can make someone hate me in one sentence easily. I can destroy a friendship easily. I can destroy a marriage easily. That's how powerful negativity is. Now, I've seen this throughout my life. When I was in university, I was in a band, and one of my friends in the band would say how I could just bring the mood down when we would practice. And I mean, this was true. I don't know if I could bring the mood up. Probably not, but definitely not as well as I could bring it down. And I've seen this with my family now, where I just say one negative thing, one sarcastic comment, and I see that go to my wife, to my kids, and it just cascades and gets bigger, and then everyone has a bad day. Just from one comment. That wasn't that bad to begin with. That's how powerful negativity is. Now, with this, it's also very effective. Like I'm saying, I want to destroy a friendship, I can do that. I want to make someone hate me, I can do that. But if I want to do it in a positive way, it takes a lot of work. So I can do that easily. Now, if I want to create something, well, that takes time. I might fail. It's difficult. Boy, I can destroy something quickly and about 100% effective. That's also, negativity is easy to do. I don't even have to get up. I can lie down in my bed and just be negative. Anyone can do it, anytime, any place. Now, this next reason is one that when I started doing contemplation and spirituality, I started to see this more clearly. And it has to do with what is common in our society. And so many negative things are believed to be normal, where you can check for yourself. Look up good points of jealousy on the internet, and you'll find people saying, psychologists saying, that too much is bad, but it can help social bonds. It shows that we're caring. You could see anger is good because it keeps us strong. Worry is good. It helps us focus on the future. Regret is good because it's motivation. Now, what this is doing is normalizing mental problems. Say, well, everyone does it, so it's okay. Now, this is also connected with something I talked about in my video on contemplation, where the good parts protect the bad. So that's why it's important to look into how we define these words. So one thing with anger, we can separate out the parts and see, okay, a part of anger, usually connected, is maybe being assertive. But being assertive and being angry are different things. So being assertive is okay. But being angry that's that negative that we don't have to do. Same thing with regret and motivation. last reason that negativity is so powerful or so strong is that it is something to do. And it's the easiest thing to do. Now, I talked about this in my video on worry, where sometimes, especially at night or you're in bed, you can't do anything, but you can always worry about it. So you can do something about it. And maybe even we feel like if we're not worrying about it, we're not doing it. Okay, we're going to be unsafe. Something's going to happen. But if we're worrying about it, we're vigilant. We're doing something. Now, I wanted to talk more about this. But as I went into it, I saw that it just got deeper and deeper. And I saw I will have to make another video about this. So I will sometime in the future. So for all this, we talked about why we do negativity and how powerful it is. Well, is negativity wrong? Well, of course, if you put the good parts and the bad parts together and call that anger, call that worry, you might think, yeah, there's good points. But when you separate it out, you can see, okay, well, no, this doesn't seem to have any reason to it. Okay, but why do we do it? Well, think about this. Is it ever good when there's a bad situation to add more negativity? No. But that's exactly what we do. Now, we don't think of that we're doing it. We're not aware that we're doing it. We think that something happened and so I should be angry to show that it's not correct, not good. Or something is happening in the future and I want to be worried because I think worry will help me focus. But what we're doing is there's a bad situation and I'm introducing more negativity. Now, I call it anger, or this situation, I call it worry. But what am I doing? I'm adding more negativity to a bad situation, thinking that this will help. You can see this especially with anger. Something bad is happening, and I think if I just get angry enough, if I just yell enough, it's going to get better. Does this make sense? But when you look at it like this, you can see the insanity of it. So, what can be done? Well, a few months ago, I made a video about the devil. And I talked about if you were to make a devil, what would it be? And I said that the devil is the ultimate form of separation. But here, we could use the devil is also negativity. Now, after I made that video, I caught myself thinking about more and more about the devil and noticing that in some situations I would kind of ask myself, what would the devil do? And not do that. So if the situation is where I'm adding separation, so I'm elevating myself but putting down someone else, or again, I'm adding negativity to the situation, that is what the devil would do. So I don't do that. Now, this is something I would recommend to check out that video to see all the things that I say that the devil is and what the devil would do. And so this worked. I would say, would the devil do this? And then I don't do it. Now, this is the opposite of what would Jesus do. But I found this is actually easier than that because sometimes when we think about what's the best thing to do, it's quite difficult. There might be many choices and I don't know. But it's quite easy to think about what's the worst thing I can do. And I can see me adding more negativity. Don't do that. Now, there might be other options and I don't know. I'll choose and maybe that's the right option. Maybe it's wrong. But at least I'm not adding more negativity to it. Now, something that I've been doing for years is that before I go to bed, I look back at the day and I think about things that I can be thankful for. Even if it's a bad day, I have to think about at least 5 things. It can be something simple. A little bit more recently, I added to that and I would start looking at the negative things that I did and to try to kind of say sorry for that. And I would just notice the same things every day. Me doing something, saying something negative, something sarcastic, little negative comments. And I just got to the point where I just don't want to do this anymore. I don't. And seeing that I am just introducing more negativity, but thinking that I'm going to make it better, make the situation better. No, I decided I'm not doing that anymore. So I started to pay attention and just notice and how many times trying to do something, say something negative. And what I noticed was, and what I notice, this is something new, is how when I go to bed now, I'm not doing anything negative today. I'm not saying anything negative, but I'm noticing still how I'm letting negativity in the front door. By someone walks in front of me and I kind of, I think, or someone says something, I'm like, kind of feel that's kind of stupid or whatever. And so it's getting more and more subtle where I can see still how I'm letting negativity in. And that's really interesting to see. Now, there might be a misunderstanding about what I'm saying. And like I'm saying that you have to be this crazy, positive hippie. Just like, oh, everything's love, man. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is just you can still have things you don't like, things you don't want to do. That's fine. But there's a difference of saying I don't want to do that to I don't want to do that. How dare you ask me? And just, oh God. That's a different thing. Just I don't want to do that. Or I don't like that. There's also maybe an idea of being this super optimist, that you'd be kind of a pushover or weak. I found the exact opposite. That I have to be very, very mindful to notice how or when I'm letting negativity arise. And so I'm very aware if someone would try to take advantage of me, no, that's not going to happen. I'm not daydreaming or just thinking everything is positive. I'm just looking for negativity and not letting negativity be added to reality. So, what do you think? So give this a try. And maybe just asking or just noticing when a situation's bad, don't think I should get worried or I should get angry, but think, is adding negativity to the situation going to make it better? Or if that doesn't work for you, ask yourself, what would the devil do? And don't do that. Like always, if you have any questions, any comments, leave them in the comment section below. Until next time.